Well, good evening, welcome along. It's match day 6 in the AFC Champions League Elite 2025-26 season. It's the league stage, and in the West region in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Al Ittihad host the 2024 champions of Uzbekistan, PFC Nasaf. There's a dramatic game going on elsewhere in the group. As you can see, it's a warm evening in Jeddah at 25 degrees Celsius. It's been an underwhelming campaign for the reigning Saudi Arabian champions Al Ittihad. They kick off in 8th place with 2 wins and 3 defeats. The top 4 had already qualified for the round of 16 before today's games. There are 8 places available starting today. Al Ittihad have got 3 remaining games up against teams below them in the rankings. So they're favourites to qualify, but they can't afford many more bad days, and there have been too many bad days for them so far in this season, both in continental competition and domestically. Well, there are no teams below PFC Nasaf. They have been competitive in most of their games, but they've taken 0 points from them. They'll be eliminated with another defeat, because then it would mean Sharjah would be sitting in the final qualification spot on 7 points. Realistically, they might have a chance with 3 victories. How realistic is it that they can go from no points to 3 wins in their last 3 games? We'll find out. They are in this competition as Uzbekistan's champions, but this year's league recently finished about a month ago, and they have been deposed from their throne. NFG are the new champions. Nassaf finished 3rd. Al Ittihad's domestic campaign in the Saudi Pro League, as well as in the AFC Champions League Elite, has been disappointing. They're 7th in the Saudi Pro League, 13 points off the top. They started the season with 4 wins in Saudi domestic football in League and Cup, and then surprised many by sacking their coach Laurent Blanc, who had guided them to the Saudi double last season. They had just lost their first game of the season in the Pro League, and they had lost once in this competition to Al Wahda of the United Arab Emirates. And then it took them a little while to appoint Sergio Conceição. He won his first match in charge, which was in this competition, but didn't win the Saudi Pro League game until November the 21st. Then probably bad timing for him. They had a break for the Arab Cup, which a few of their players were involved with. Well, the visitors have made a relatively long journey, 2,900 kilometers, 1,800 miles if you prefer your Imperial, 4.5, 5 hours roughly in their flight from Kashi in Uzbekistan for a big game against a very powerful, underachieving Al Ittihad side. By underachieving, I'm referring to this season. Last season, they were brilliant. One of the clubs backed substantially by the Saudi Public Investment Fund. So it's an expensively acquired squad, expected to do big things, Al Ittihad. Ittihad in the yellow stripes, and the visitors from Uzbekistan in the maroon, the red. It will be 9:15 in the evening when we kick off in Jeddah. Finals will be played in Saudi Arabia, but there's plenty of work to be done between now and then, including a determined performance. They are strong favourites, these men. The underdogs made the journey from Uzbekistan. They are led by the experienced Eshmuradov. Have a look at the Ittihad team first of all. Very strong 11. They have lost Algeria's Houssem Aouar to the Africa Cup of Nations. Still plenty of star quality there. World Cup winner N'Golo Kante, legendary striker Karim Benzema, and another UEFA Champions League winner in Fabinho. 4 Saudi Arabia internationals will be hoping to be in North America next season, at the end of this season. Match officials are from Korea Republic, led by Kim Yong-hyuk. We have VAR and an assistant VAR to keep an eye on the tricky decisions and those complicated offsides. PFC Nasaf haven't had a competitive match for a while, with their domestic season over, although a number of their players were away with the Uzbekistan national team. Their only foreign player involved today is the Kosovan forward Dennis Shala. It's a very much slimmed down matchday squad. They're missing Kusay Nurchayev, who's got 2 goals in this league phase. So young defender Sadorbek Bakramov is the only player who has got 2 goals. There's a man who wants more goals. His rate of scoring is incredible, 11 in 12. But they need Benzema fit. He's 38 years of age now. One of the great strikers, Karim Benzema. 9 leagues in 3 countries. Scored a couple in the Saudi Cup final win. Scored 354 club goals. So here we go, match day 6 for these 2 teams. Ittihad in the yellow and black against PFC Nasaf in the red. And onside. It's an important man. He wasn't onside, yes, it was the assistant referee erring on the side of caution to some considerable extent. Danilo, veteran Portuguese, playing as a centre-back here. Fabinho was the deepest player there, the Brazilian. Presume that Fabinho isn't going to stay there. Hamid was the player who came deep, comes deep again to collect it. They're dominating possession. They've dominated possession in most of their games this season, Ittihad. Well and good, but you've got to win them. Lovely bit of skill, and Benzema has pulled away into a little bit of room. His touch was imperfect for him. Sergio Conceição is a highly rated head coach, sacked by AC Milan in May after a relatively short period of time. He did brilliantly with Porto in Portugal. N'Golo Kante scurrying around, winning the ball back, as we have seen him do so many times over the years. Benzema pulling away from his centre-forward position. We've seen him do so many times over the year, and giving a bad pass, which is less common. Moussa Diaby out on the left flank. Fabinho tall and strong in that challenge. Hamad was there to it. Mukadinov was the player who played it forward. Nassaf can't hang on to the ball for the time being. Shankiti though was caught out by the short pass, and then the shot came off another Nassaf player. Riziki Berdiev is the long-serving coach. He got the job in 2012. He won the league in 2024. Now that is a club sticking by a coach. He's a club legend though. Signed for them as a player. It is in 1997. Remember 1997? Played over 300 times, retired, and then worked his way through the club's youth coaching ranks to be the assistant head coach, then on to being the big boss. Bakromov. Bozorov, and they go wide. Ishmuradov. They go back to Nematov, who's the current Uzbekistan #1 keeper. All of the other 10 Uzbekistani players in the team, so they'll presumably all be hoping to be involved in that first World Cup for their nation. They'll take on Colombia in Mexico. It's their first game, led by Fabio Cannavaro, another legend of the game. Rajkovic gives it out to Danilo. Safely back, and then he's shy by showing his frustration. Nassaf working hard. Shala, who was closing the ball down. Benzema showing that he's still a willing runner. Does offer a challenge, of course, when you have a key player who is 38 years of age, in terms of getting him fit and on the pitch often enough. As Rulev goes back to Ramatov. Bozorov. And then spread wide by Bakromov. He links the play again. Sadorbek Bakromov. A foul, according to the Korean referee. He's happy with the level of physicality in the challenge. Now surely offside here, and the referee now does flag. Erring on the side of caution with the flagging of offside so far. See how close it was. It was clearly off, although to be fair, Danilo was deeper than his teammates. Hamad slips it wide to Karim Benzema. Ahmed He cuts it back to the edge of the penalty area. A little bit of a miscontrol, but it all worked out okay for Bozorov. Now they give it away, and it's curled wide of the goal by Ahmed Al-Ghamdi. It was fairly empty, relatively shortly before kick-off. Long ball that Al-Shankiti will mop up on his own. Al-Shankiti into Benzema, and he carries on himself, and then the ball into the feet of Ahmed, and he pokes it goalwards. Really important touch by Nematov. Danger is still present. It comes out to Kante, who lets it run out of play. And this control sees the end of the attack, but good work by Al-Shankiti, quickly closing it down, but dealt with this nicely. Nassaf. Strong challenge, too strong by Fabinho, and a sharp toot on the whistle. And the referee, Kim Yong-hyuk. The force of the flailing leg of Fabinho. Nazrulayev. Nazrulayev with the challenge. The referee again is happy with that. He's happy with a certain level of physicality in the challenges. Something for the old guys to enjoy. Neatly done by N'Golo Kante. Can still accelerate away from players. Ahmed Al-Ghamdi into the penalty area and then sliced away. Ahmed comes to very much ball-playing defenders behind him there. Danilo steps away from one challenge. Then back to the goalkeeper, didn't like that, Nematov. Experienced player, Eshmuradov, the captain, still involved regularly in the national team. So Al Ittihad with 10 minutes just about on the clock have a corner that can be swung in towards Nematov's goal. Moussa Diaby. Goes along the ground, and Bergwijn decided to leave it to run out of play. One back nicely by Danilo. Bit of skill as well. The former Paris Saint-Germain midfielder, defender tonight. Ahmed. Diaby. Kante scurrying forward. Wins it back again. So Diaby. Sevilla paid 60 million euros for Diaby, sold him on similar kind of fee. This is his second season with the Saudi Arabian club. It was that fingertip save earlier from Ittihad Nematov. To deny it, Ahmed Al-Hamdi. Diaby, and the goalkeeper comes to fist it away. Very positive indeed. Diaby again, plays it in early. Glanced away by Buildup. A little pat of congratulations from one of his opponents there. 25 degrees Celsius. Benzema is lurking. They go short. Irvine moves it on to Ahmed, and again to Ahmed. Can he get a shot away from here? Nematov watched it all the way and decided there was no danger. We'll be hoping to go to the World Cup with Saudi Arabia, Ahmed Al-Hamdi, but could, if things worked out differently, have been playing for one of the host nations, Canada. All over the top, Fabinho had the opportunity to deal with it, but Rajkovic wanted to get involved, Serbian goalkeeper. Hamed goes back to the former Liverpool, former Monaco man. Shankiti goes long. Now this should be onside, so it's important that the defensive cover comes from Buildup. He goes short to Moussa Diaby. And Ahmed again. And Diaby scuffs it slightly. Didn't get through to Fabinho. Kante is there first. How many times over the years have we seen N'Golo Kante win that kind of possession? Bergwijn. At the feet of Benzema, trying to move it quickly around the corner. There was a... the referee, I think it did, didn't it? I think he didn't read the Benzema touch around the corner. Over a decade as Real Madrid centre forward. Shana. Nazrulev has to go back to the goalkeeper. Oh, it's Nematov. Got lucky there. It was a poor contact with his left foot and went straight into Benzema. Berdiev was the assistant manager when they won the AFC Cup in 2011. And hammered into the penalty area. Good, solid defensive structure, though, so far from Nassaf. Haven't quite been able to hold their, punch their own weight in this competition. They're outsiders, of course. You're playing a glittering set of world stars, as well as Shankiti, and he goes on, and then it's a little slip, and the referee's happy that that wasn't a back pass, it wasn't a deliberate back pass. The defender was Buildup, and I see what the referee means. He didn't really know much about it, and it hit him and went back to the goalkeeper. Here's Shana. Nassaf are able to switch it out to that right flank. Important that you offer something going the other way as well. Bakromov, Dinov. Bulayev gets forward, and the touch round the corner from Bakromov. Nicely worked. Bergwijn. He's got a roaming brief, it would seem, the Dutchman. He got it through to Diaby, who has been on both flanks, right next to each other. That's two attacking wide players. Here's Diaby again. Bergwijn comes short. Got him from Ajax. Previously with Tottenham Hotspur. Danilo. Bergwijn dropped into the little bit of space, took it well, fed it to Diaby. Fabinho. But in the UEFA Champions League final against Spurs, Shankiti. Danilo swings it in. It was decent movement by Steven Bergwijn. Frustrated with himself. It's a difficult finish. Actually comes off his shoulder. Would have been a difficult finish if he got cleaner contact anyway. Again, the Serbian goalkeeper, Predrag Rajkovic, fielding the ball when it goes long. The long balls haven't really worked for Nassaf, haven't got them up the pitch as they would have liked. Ittihad have had so much possession. Forced one save from the goalkeeper. It's been one of their problems under Sergio Conceição. It started the season so well under Laurent Blanc. They were the champions. The club hierarchy felt that Conceição matched their ambition more than the Frenchman. Here's another Frenchman, an ambitious one. Benzema plays it in, and the opportunity. I thought he might have gone for goal, and Shankiti didn't. Danilo lined it up as if he was going to shoot from some terrific distance. Shankiti again. Ahmed Al-Ghamdi. Ahmed. Ahmed again. Shankiti, and he slips it into the penalty area. Oh, just about cleared. Ahmed is keen to be on the ball. Danilo. Three who either are at the back or keep dropping back are the ones who've seen more of the possession. Ahmed was then denied temporarily by Nazrulev. Supporters remain fully behind this team. Shankiti. It's careless. The immediate press to win it back again just doesn't let Nassaf out of their own almost defensive third. Shankiti seen a lot of possession as well, not as much as Danilo and Fabinho. It's mostly come down this right flank, mostly been rebuffed. Fabinho, he's got Kadesh there. Almost reluctantly plays it to him, gets it straight back. They come right side again. Floats over the head of the very advanced fullback. Conceição looking understandably perplexed. Slammed forward by Nematov, but again the long ball doesn't work. Rajkovic is keen to be the sweeper, but lacking pace at the back, it's fair to say. Al Ittihad, two players who absolutely top drawer at keeping possession. Can the long balls work? Danilo dominant in the air. Again they go long, and again, I'm afraid to say, I'm not quite sure what Dennis Shala can do about it. He's the most advanced player, but he's not playing as a centre forward. Bozorov couldn't describe him as any more than a false nine, and so therefore hammering the ball to him from back to front is asking a lot of him. Rakhmatov is the right. It's back four, really, isn't it, for Nassaf? I suppose, yeah, 4-4-2 if you count Shala and Borisov as a front two. Could equally argue it's a 4-6-0. Shankiti. Conceição has employed very accomplished footballers in his deeper areas. Now they win it back. Nassaf, can they break effectively? Shala got away with a relatively poor touch there. Bozorov. Dinov kept possession as Rulaev joins in. They've been penned back for a good period of this game, Nassaf, so it's good to see them on the ball. Just be me, but I think I'd like to see them, when they have a period of possession, being positive with and being relatively direct. It's a fine line between rushing it forward and losing possession and being overcautious when you do get a chance on the ball. Conceição doesn't look happy. Ahmed did well to keep it. Shankiti with a really sloppy pass. And then it's the long-range shot that was almost has turned into a counter-attack as it was charged down, and Diaby finds Benzema. Benzema into the penalty area, step over and another. And then he pulled the trigger, it went straight to Gabulayev. So they go again. Golo Kante. Kadesh gives it back again. The former World Cup winner. You're never a former World Cup winner, are you? World Cup winner for life. But can't get away from the defender. Kante can collect the loose ball again for Al Ittihad. His touch was imperfect. Kadesh to Hamid. White Al-Shankiti delivers it in early. Good header away by Gabulayev. So Kadesh collects it again though and immediately gives it to Fabinho. Derby gives a touch to Kadesh. Every time Kadesh has got the ball, he's immediately passed it to Fabinho. Clipped wide again to Moussa Diaby. They need some magic here. Bergwijn into the penalty area. Once again, well defended by Nassaf. It's a monopoly of possession for Al Ittihad. Shankiti to Ahmed, who's closed down by Shala. The long ball forward, a real mix-up at the back. I'm pretty sure Nematov was calling for it. Ignored by Ubayev. They're in no hurry. Al Ittihad, half an hour in. Pattern of play has been largely the same. Diaby's on the charge, he was onside, he timed his movement well. Touch was not the best, and it's knocked behind by Abdirahmatov. Give them something to cheer about. I don't think they need anything to happen to cheer. Bergwijn's across. The Dutchman delivers just over the head of Danilo. Fabinho wins it back again. Benzema uses his body well, turns and shoots. Not sure it was on target. The player down holding his head. We might need to just delay slightly on the check on Akhmatov. He's okay. His team are hanging on. Bergwijn again. Fabinho wins the header again, but he guides it wide. couple of players who tower above their opponents, Danilo and Fabinho. Benzema scored a couple of hat-tricks this season. 4 goals in the league, and he's only played 6 games, 4 and 2 in the domestic cup competition, and 3 in this. Scored 6 in 3 games before the break for the internationals for the Arab Cup, as Danilo had to get there. It was good play. Salah popped up in the middle. It was a quality ball towards it. Bulaev suspects it's offside, but Salah goes on for now, and he cuts it back, and then the flag is raised when the block is made. See how close he was. And you're probably looking over this right side at Al Shankiti, but clearly offside. Need to do that better, Nassaf, really. Caught offside too many times, haven't had many attacking situations, they're on to waste them. Fabinho, again they're able to supply Moussa Diaby. Bergwijn gives the ball away. Rakhmatov. But they win it back again. Good work by Kadesh. He drives on. He was trying to find Karim Benzema. Really good defending by Nishmadurov. Now Nassaf. Kante loses out. And there's a real opportunity now to get these red shirts forward, and it's Salah to the edge of the penalty area. Can he get a shot away? It deflects, and it's still there, and then it's hammered wide. It was an opportunity. Mukadinov. No wonder Conceição is concerned. His team were caught out there. Slow getting back. Strange ricochet. Conviction in the attack, if anything, from Nassaf. Maybe that would be a sign to them. If they take care over these attacks, they will have opportunities. The ball over the top for Karim Benzema, uses his strength, and out comes the goalkeeper. Excellent work by Nematov. Away from him, then he had to use his strength, and the goalkeeper read the intentions of the great French striker. Long ball. Oh, the goalkeeper changed his mind, and Diaby's got pace. Still in play. Forward it goes to Bozarov. And the overlapping run from Rakhmatov. Nazrulev. Mukadinov. Rakhmatov. Bakromov. Rakhmatov on the overlap. Rulev, and it's a careless ball. Ittihad, intercept and break. Ahmed has it, and Karim Benzema is there. Al-Shankiti wanted it going to him. Benzema goes on. He tried to find Diaby's the end of the attack. Sometimes your star attacker can have a magnetic effect on the ball when might not have been the best option. Al-Shankiti might have been the man. Here's Shala. Shala into the penalty area. He works it to Bozarov, who manages to stab a little prod towards the goal. Count on the stats, I think. Is it going in? Yeah, it probably was. It's never going to beat Rajkovic. The back is safe enough. They haven't drawn any of their games in this league phase. Ittihad, neither. Nassaf, they've lost all of their games. Ittihad started with 2 defeats, 1-2 handsomely actually, and then lost last time. Despite a double from Benzema. 4-0 down. 70-30 possession. Bozarov has done well, and gets them on the attack. The Rulev is impressively stopped. Al-Shankiti. Got out of trouble there by Shala's foul. Kante. Kadesh. Nicely done by Diaby, tricked his way from one defender, and then from a second. Can he deliver from wide? Had time to tee it up. Ahmed was coming in. Kadesh to Kante. Kante fancies it from long range, and the top saw it all the way. Ahmed and Diaby, again well-timed movement, cuts it back towards the penalty spot. Oh, and that's a little bit of luck from Abdirakhmatov. It's a bit of skill. Kante's still so quick over those first couple of strides. Ahmed. Benzema wide. It will come to Moussa Diaby in the penalty area again. Oh, and it's off the outside of the post by Benzema. After the goalkeeper had parried the cutback from Diaby. That's the closest they've come. Kadesh. Ahmed is wide. Now he whips it in towards the movement of Benzema. Away it goes from Ishmuradov. And then given away. Can't afford to do that, Nassaf. Bergwijn to Danilo. Kadesh. Fluid attacking midfield line from Al Ittihad. Diaby clips it in towards Benzema. And watched him closely all the way. Five defending that time. Wasn't the best decision by Mukadinov to drop in and then almost slowed the ball down for Diaby. The parry, that was the shot against the post, and this is the corner. Up go the heads, and it bounced around for a moment. And no one in yellow really fully committed to getting on the end of it. Shankiti, wide to Moussa Diaby. Golo Kante, Bergwijn, Kante again. Ahmed goes, I'm going to say towards the back post, but it's simply up and over the top of the crossbar. Is it time to discuss half-time changes? This game looks very much like Nassaf knew what to expect. Coming to the champions of Saudi Arabia, they've set themselves up and have largely defended well. Shut up from the right flank this time. He's a handful. It ricochets off the defender and fell kindly for Rajkovic, who tries quickly to get Diaby going forward. That was a lovely touch. The left back, Nasrullaev. Almost at the 45. Nassaf are on the attack. It breaks down and there's no panic at the back for Al Ittihad. Kante. A little bit of room. He's happy to surge into it. Diaby, one of the better attacking outlets really for Al Ittihad, and a largely underwhelming first half performance. Adding 1 minute. Feeling Berdiev, the coach for Nassaf, will just want his players to use the ball more carefully when they get it. No reason why they can't believe in themselves in the second half. They've defended stoutly. Kadesh. That's the end of the attack, and it could be their last attack of this first period. And the long ball over the top, and once again Rajkovic is the sweeper. Might be time enough for Kim Yong-hyuk, the Korean referee, blows his half-time whistle. And it has not gone to plan for Karim Benzema and his big-name teammates. They've got some superstar players out there, Al Ittihad. They've got the Saudi League title by their name, but at half-time they have no goals It's a game they really do need to win against Nassaf, but at the break at King Abdullah Sports City Stadium, it's Al Ittihad 0, PFC Nasaf 0.
Let your opponents and teammates recall your name. Let play a role in the future of football. With Kelly, leave your mark.
Well, both teams are back out for the start of this second half. 0-0 between Al Ittihad and PFC Nasaf in this matchday 6 game. Unsurprisingly, Sergio Conceição has decided to make a couple of changes. Roger Fernandes, an entertaining Portugal under-21 winger, is one of those. Mario Mitai, an Albanian defender. Well, be feeling that they didn't use the ball well enough from the defensive positions. So goalless at the start of the second half, much to the frustration of Sergio Conceição, the expensively acquired coach of Al Ittihad. He's made changes. Mitai on left back, and Roger is a winger. See exactly where he goes. Fabinho has stepped forward into the midfield. Kante clips it over the top. He was looking for the movement of Moussa Diaby, who was one of their better players in the first half. And Shaha was offside. He's a nominal centre forward, but if you look at his heat map, he's very much over towards the left side. Here's Mitai. It's Ahmed and Hamed who are off. So two of the Saudi Arabia internationals doing the heave at half time. Fabinho to Bergwijn. Karim Benzema into the penalty area, glanced away. N'Golo Kante's urged to shoot by the home supporters, the frustrated home supporters. Credit to them, they've made plenty of noise. Now there is a breaking opportunity. Bozorov gets it back from Shala. Nazrulev joins in from left back. They used the ball more efficiently in the second half. That's a shot at goal, at least, from Oybek Bozorov. Might have just sensed that there will be opportunities in this game. Kante and Fabinho would seem to be the double pivot. Kadesh now as an ordinary left-sided centre-back with Danilo. Shankiti is the attack-minded right-back. A lot of fluidity. At times you could argue too much fluidity from Al Ittihad. Kadesh. Bergwijn. Worked wide to Mitai. Now Roger early across the penalty area, more direct. Could argue that's what they need. He's a Portugal under-21. Guinea-Bissau wanted him to play for them. Had a sensational start to his career at Braga. And it's whipped into the penalty area. It has to be cleared. Bulaev. Two centre-backs were solid in the first half for Nassaf. There's a threat from set pieces there. Some big guys in there, Al Ittihad. Bergwijn. To the corner, to the near post. Away it goes to Bozorov. Now he ran from deep here, Shala. man is chasing him is N'Golo Kante. It's a veteran N'Golo Kante, and they're getting red shirts forward. It's an opportunity, and eventually overwork it. I wondered if any of them were actually going to finally have the shot at goal. Shallah's furious. So wondering where the defensive structure comes from. Could be kind or unkind to the coach and point out that it's sort of his job. Star players are often at the veteran stage of their career, although this man isn't. Fernandez gives a free kick away. In possession, Ittihad have been a little bit predictable out of possession. A little bit vulnerable. Still the favourites to win this game, still the favourites to go through. Last season in this west section, the Saudi clubs were 1, 2, 3. Better funded than their opponents. It's not a surefire recipe for success, but it's a pretty good one. And goes back to Rajkovic, the current Serbia #1 keeper. They are not going to the World Cup side against Musa Diaby. Forward careless from a high-quality player that have had a throw and that have had possession around halfway. He just worked a little harder to get back on side. Bozarov. Ramatov is one of the deepest of their midfield players. They get run out of possession though. Shankiti can drive forward, beautifully read by Gabulaev. Calmly gets his side on the attack. We're not seeing some of these Uzbekistan players at the World Cup end of this season. Halfway through next season for Uzbekistan football. Bozarov. Sensing a bit more belief from Nassaf. Lost all of their games so far. Mukatinov. Rakhmatov. And Bakhramov, who scored a couple of goals tonight within the group in the league phase. And now a break for Ittihad. Flip towards Karim Benzema. Urges Midday to have been further forward already. I suspect giving Conceição a dirty look. Definite words between coach and left back who's just come on. I guess the brief is that he is supposed to be attacking more. Benzema into the penalty area, gets it back from Bergwijn. Well defended by Rakhmatov. Ruluev, Rakhmatov. Good football from Nassaf. That's Ruluev. Back to Bozarov. A little bit short of red shirts getting forward, but here's the opportunity for the shot from Bakhramov. possibilities are there for Nassaf if they can maintain the energy levels to keep getting players forward. Even though for much of this second half you still feel that they'll be largely defending. Shankiti, Kante, Diaby, Kante, the feet of Bergwijn, former Dutch international, I suppose you'd call him now. They've worked this nicely, and then it's a little bit of a panicked cross, I've got to say, from Shankiti. Nazarov is the player coming on here. Young legs for the 20-year-old. Mitai and Benzema. And back again to Karim Benzema. Too many red shirts in the way. Fabinho quickly turns it over. Can they quickly move the ball and attack? Roger has it. Oh, wiggle at the hips and then a cross. It's great play and Benzema was there. That's what Al Ittihad can do at their best. There's delight. There's a huge sense of relief as well for Sergio Conceição and the home supporters. Well, over 350 club goals for that man, one of the all-time greats. And he's keen to show his appreciation to the young Portuguese winger. Well, they threw him on at half-time. Roger is onside as the ball goes his way. One-on-one with the defender, a little wiggle of the hips, that's all it took. And then he whipped in the cross. Had to beat the man twice, he just had to unsettle him to give himself room to get that cross in. And then Benzema, who'd been involved in the move earlier, taking himself off into a bit of space. I don't think there's anyone who knows how to do that better. And it's guided home. You might say Nazrullayev might have been a bit disappointed, the left back, with his contribution. He sort of tries to head it away, ends up ducking under it. Expectation levels rise now. Challenge on Hassan Kadesh. Painful one, actually. I'm sure we'll have a quick look at it. Nicely worked here by Diaby. His cross is then deflected. And they've got something to sing and dance about. Into the near post, it bounced through to Kadesh and he couldn't really react. Fabinho was the player at the near post. I'm not sure if he got anything on it either. Inshallah fouls. Shamtiti almost fell on him. That's going to be painful. An hour played, Al Ittihad lead by a goal to nil. Smartly dressed young man joins in the celebrations. Lovely little swerve of the body, a little wiggle, buy himself the room, and then quality on the cross. Just look at the left back, a little bit disappointed. Fourth goal of the season for Karim Benzema. They look like they mean business. Those big stars of Al Ittihad. How much does he gamble? I'm suspecting not a lot. Raziki Berdiev hasn't got where he is today by panicking. Long-term coach of Nassaf. Shankiti, I think he just got fallen on, basically. Actually, even the cold spray. This goes down. The boots or some part of the leg caught him. Now they go long towards Roger. Karim Benzema collects it, the goal scorer. Offside, I think, against Roger early on. Against Benzema, and then the defender's ball went to Benzema. Now a little check here for Shalat. Kante to Fabinho. Bergwijn. Fabinho to Mario Mitai. Untidy from the half-time sub. Shalat goes wide to Rulev. Careless pass, The Kadesh has to retrieve. There's no pressure, there's no change of plan yet from Nassaf. They go out if they lose. Still got to play the remaining games. Roger to Kante. Al-Shankiti leaves it to Moussa Diaby. He gets across towards the back post. The goalkeeper spilled it and retrieves it. Benzema accidentally left one on Bulaev. They're on the move. Nicely worked by beg your pardon, it was Rakhmatov. Foul in those two aerial wins for Ittihad. Kadesh comes. That's decent play by the sub Abdun Azarov. Benzema, is he onside? No, he wasn't. Yeah, it's just one of the all-time greats. It's just lazy. Karim Benzema. I suppose he's 38 and he'll be saying, I've scored a goal. I don't need to just to get back on side. Here's the sub Abdun Azarov. He's about to be joined by three other pairs of fresh legs for Nassaf. Diaby. We are midway through the second half. Goal kick and goes to the substitutions. Ruloev. He's off. Rakhmatov, the deepest, the midfield players, is off. Got a small bench, only got 7 subs. Nassaf. Usmanov. So, Rakhmatov is off. Halilov is on. Usmanov goes straight up front. Bulaev, the other change, another young midfielder, a 20-year-old. And the long ball over the top. There's no flag yet against Moussa Diaby, and he cuts it back looking for Bergwijn, and still no flag. Kante still providing the movement. Part of Leicester City's sensational Premier League win. And they went to Chelsea, won the league again. That was less of a surprise. That's a lot of money. They paid a lot of money for him. Whereas Leicester hadn't. When he first turned up at the training ground, one of the security guards thought he was a kid from the youth team, and that's where his parents were. Across the back when they're defending at the moment, Nassaf. They need to throw some players forward when they get the opportunity, and they need to be more careful with possession than that from Khalilov. Well, a lot of money has gone into supporting Saudi Arabian football in the last few seasons. They've brought some all-time great players. Some of the absolute best. Some of them past perhaps their best. Some of them at their peak. Team at the top of the league, Cristiano Ronaldo, João Felix. That's what Ittihad have to contend with. Mitai, Bergwijn, very much in his peak years. Fabinho's only 32. And Moussa Diaby, another one in his late 20s, to Karim Benzema. Kiti to Kante. Kante can drive forward through the middle. It's Benzema, and Roger is wide, and that's brilliant defending by the skipper, Eshmadurov. Got away from the first challenge. Here's the opportunity, and it's hammered over the top by Alshan Kiti. They work the corner, back to Diaby. Side did well through two. Poor finish by the right back. Good intent though to still be getting players forward. Danilo's clearance. Unsurprisingly, N'Golo Kante's heat map is a blur. It is Shala. Benzema trips it over the top for Roger. It's a good race though. One that he does win against Abdul Zarov, and then Abdul Zarov won possession back, and they've given it away cheaply again. Nassaf. It's probably been their main failing. Diaby. Roger was still nursing a wound. Strapped up, Kante. Fascinating to know how many meters he's covered in his football career. Usmanov doing a bit of a one-man press. Now they get others forward. Four going for it there, so there obviously was some kind of trigger point. But does that leave them vulnerable? Mitai into space, gets it from Benzema. And Diaby runs through the middle. His touch was a little heavy, forced Roger Fernandez wide. So now they can go again. It's a clever back heel. Benzema's in the penalty area, to the byline, dicks it towards the back post. And away from Alshan Kiti, who had made a diagonal run inside. Danilo. And Kadesh. Diaby likes the little back heel again. This wasn't right this time. Onside here, and this time Shala's definitely onside, and he's in on goal. Here's the opportunity, and he is denied by Rajkovic. Well, the 77th minute, and they finally got both the timing of the run and the weight of the pass correct. Interesting to see whether he was about to come off. Here's Diaby, he can accelerate into space here. Got to find a pass, oh, it's just away from Benzema. And if you're being really harsh, you'd say it's the years catching up there with Karim Benzema. Maybe Moussa Diaby just got away from him too quickly and arrived in time. This was moments earlier. Really good goalkeeping by Rajkovic. It's a lovely pass to release him. He ran from deep. He was onside. Do an awful lot wrong. The goalkeeper got the better of him. Sidikov is coming on. That was his last opportunity. Waited a long time for the right pass to come. So Sidikov has scored in the tournament so far. Oh, it's a header off the underside of the bar. It was Benzema. I think the goalkeeper got a touch. And on the follow, that's smashed into Danilo. Well, he was so close to a second. Is it goalwards? It's a brilliant bit of goalkeeping from Nematov. Let's give him full credit for it. It's above his head, but he has to react. It's coming quickly. Sidikov wins the ball back again. They're still in the game. Look at that wonderful save. neatly worked initially, and then Khalilov was a little careless when the ball came his way. Pozorov. Now, patience running out, and they did have enough players as well. It's a waste of a good opportunity, really. Badulev. Fabinho is struggling. See the funny side. There's a warm evening. I'm sure he's going to be able to carry on. Benzema might be the match winner. He could have wrapped it up. Super save there by Nemetov. There's the delivery, whipped in at pace. To 12 for the season. He thought that was 13. Fabinho goes off for now. Walking freely enough again. Change coming in anyway for Ittihad. Julidan is coming on. Sakiti is off. I think it is Fabinho, isn't it? Not coming back on. Game is in the balance. Well, Ittihad have dominated it, but Nassaf had one big chance. They couldn't take it. Can they get another? Goes into the penalty area. Ittihad made first contact with it. Nazarov into the penalty area, swerves around and tries to set up Bakromov, who's leaning back as he hit it. Determination from Nazarov to keep on going. His teammate didn't make the most of it. Falata coming on for Bergwijn, who going a little hot and cold. Found out part of the under-21 squad promoted for this game. And Roger, no flag yet. He's created one goal and he sent that one fizzing wide. The unwavering nature of the support sometimes belies the tension in the game. Five to play, plus what gets added on. The win is just fine for Al Ittihad. They haven't been at the heights of last season, a bit far from it. But it's about getting through this stage into the next, simple as that. Conceição will be hoping with more time with the players, their quality will show through, and why can't they go on and be the champions? Player down, spotted by referee. Well, Conceição arrived on October the 7th. It has been difficult for him since. Well off the pace. Faisal, just come on, isn't it? He's gone down. There's nothing in the challenge. It seems his left hamstring has given him a problem here. Signed him from Ittihad for $10 million in the summer. This could be briefest of brief appearances. Young supporter whose future might well lie in that bit of the ground. Well, this is not good at all for Faisal. Just on. Game on 83, and 87 he was down. 5 subs used. So can Nassaf take advantage of that? It's a tough one for the player, tough one for Conceição as well, having made all the substitutions. You wouldn't expect to play, you just stuck on to immediately go down with the hamstring problem. Saudi League resumes on December the 25th. Al Ittihad's first game is the 27th against Al Shabab. Khalilov. The wing-back's brief coming on. Abdullah Dulayev. The Bulayev. Well, it's an opportunity this for Nassaf. They have no points. They are going out of the tournament as it stands. Well, they will have no means of qualification. The round of 16 as it stands. Draw, it's a theoretical possibility. Here's Sidikov. It's the long-range shot. He warned us all in advance. Now Benzema. Moussa Diaby on the break here. He's got support. Will he need it? Diaby goes on his own and drills it wide. Just for a moment, they all wondered. Nematov was diving full length. He assessed the options. He thought, you know what, I'll dip inside. Just for a moment, you thought he'd got the whip on it that he was looking for, and it just then drifted away. 6 minutes being added on. The 10-man Ittihad. I'm not going to say to hold on. They are the big money, big name, champions of Saudi Arabia. Bozorov into the penalty area. Touch off the defender, corner. Ittihad, who came on it right back. Set piece opportunity for the underdogs. That's Muradov. Benzema's got to see the game out, hasn't he? The 38-year-old. The match winner. Sidikov. Bozorov into Sidikov again. He takes it well. A little 360, a ricochet around the penalty area. They can't get it away. Matchday does his best. They can come back now. Can they be patient? Can they provide quality? It will come to the edge of the penalty area. It's a chance to shoot at goal for Abdon Azarov. He was taking a deep breath. Not required. Rajkovic, I think justifiably, wondering whether his teammates needs a little bit of medical treatment. Danilo walking with a very stiff gait at the moment. Would suggest that there is another, well, a veteran struggling. The last player was Faisal, who's not a veteran. Back pass is a little short. Rajkovic came and then dived, hoping to get a free kick, but he doesn't. It's just a throw to Nassaf. Well, they are probing for an equalising goal here. Nassaf have lost all of their games. They've lost their Uzbekistan title as well. Whipped into the penalty area. Danilo clears to the edge of the box. It ricochets into the box. They're trying to just tee up this long-range shot. Benzema could do with relieving a bit of pressure on his team here. And the singing and the dancing has turned into whistles. Trying to hurry the referee on, but a couple of minutes to go. And it's into the penalty area. Danilo uncomfortably away. .90 seconds to play. Usmanov. It goes back out again. Kante throws himself in the way of it. Danilo's headed so many footballs. Now Moussa Diaby. get them up the pitch. No, he's dispossessed. It's time for one more attack. And Danilo, yet again, is the man who clears it. Bakramov. And he leaves his pass just a little short. Huge cheers. Ittihad clinging on to their victory. Sidikov. Khalilov. Whipped into the penalty area again. And out it comes, and it's drilled from long range by Bakramov. And it had to be saved by Rajkovic. Well, they've been trying to create this shooting opportunity, and he really caught that. And it was swinging into the bottom corner, and it had to be saved. Now the corner. Sidikov puts it in. Seconds to play. Khalilov decided not to deliver it back into the penalty area. Can they get it in with quality? Or is the time about to run out on them? Bakramov goes back to Eshmadurov. And Sidikov. They need some quality now. Into the penalty area it goes, and straight back out the other side, but they've got enough bodies forward. They can keep it going. And it's whipped in one more time over the head of Usmanov. We're over the added time, and still they go. And Mitai with the block. All eyes on the referee. He checks his watch. Conceição thinks the time is up. The referee is finding more. Sidikov. Bakramov. They work it again. Into the penalty area it goes again, and the header goes up in the air. Roger away. And this time, no. Yes, this time the referee does blow for full time, to the huge relief of Al Ittihad. The Saudi champions have wrestled their way to a vital victory. Karim Benzema, with his old poacher's instinct, with a crucial goal in the 57th minute after some fine work by Roger Fernandez, who'd been thrown on. But it took a brilliant save at the end from Predrag Rajkovic to hold on for Al Ittihad. The long-range effort from Bakramov was swinging in, but Al Ittihad have held on. They've held on to claim 3 vital points. Full time, Al Ittihad 1, Nassaf 0.